What's up, y'all? Trying to get this going. I wanted to come live. I know I have like before coming live, I was like, "What the hell is that?" But I just woke up from my nap. I took a nap, and I just wanted to, shine in. And I wanted to. I'm actually standing, y'all. Like I'm standing, and Chris is here with me, and I just wanted to see what messages are coming out for. If you hear weird noises, that's my son. And if yeah, I don't have to explain him anymore, but he's right here with me. So, Ace of Pentacles. Here comes a new opportunity for y'all. I think this is more of a collective. I felt like I needed to get on YouTube Live. So here's a new opportunity being handed over to you by the universe, right? So we have uh you can kind of call it a blessing if you like, because this opportunity is an actual pentacle. So this pentacle comes with tangible either earnings or things, gifts, right? So so some of y'all will probably be getting bonuses or gifts, or maybe some of y'all will probably like win something out of nowhere, like, you know. There's that opportunity you've been praying for, you've been wanting, trying to manifest. It's here, it's coming. Okay, so let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. I gotta literally like almost bend over to get on the table. So what Spirit wants to say about you bringing in this opportunity, this it's like a big time opportunity that you can't miss, because you've put so much energy and you know uh strength, and I don't know, just manifesting vibes into it, and it's now here, so it's about to happen. So the universe wants to tell you, like I'm not comfortable saying the universe. I want to say God, but the tarot thing is about but I want to say God. So God damn it, that's Chris, don't worry about him. He's so God is providing you with this opportunity for you to take advantage of pretty soon, okay? And this will come in the form as, an opportunity or a person. It also be a person. It could be just about anything, right? That you've been praying for, you've been kind of trying to manifest. I do want you to know, and I think what the universe wants you to know is to stop being so. Oh, okay. Now Chris wants to be like, stop overthinking it. Stop overthinking it. Stop. Okay, my son is here. No. He's not crying. He's just he's just being silly. We're always silly. And that's one of the issues that I have with my son is I'm always silly like that. Like I'm always like I influence him to be like that in a good way. Like, when we're like together. So his first instinct is to act silly. Anyways, so stop, Chris. Bro, I'm live. So what universe wants to tell you is to stop overthinking this possibility. Stop feeling like you can't, or start telling yourself like you cannot overcome whatever obstacle you have, or that bad things always happen to you. So the universe it's like a basic message that the universe wants to tell you, and that's to let go of the fear and just the negativity that you create among yourself, right? Because how are we gonna you know how are we gonna ask for something that is gonna positively influence our lives, but we are full of negativity, right? And that's what's going to happen is you're not going to believe it, and you're not going to want it. Once it's there, the opportunity gets here, the opportunity is right in your staring at your face. You're going to be like, nah, I'm just going to mess it up, that's your first thought. So stay positive. And I said it before, like, it takes a little bit of time to get in that mindset. I know it's not easy, because everything around, this is why it's so hard to manifest, because everything, the whole your whole surrounding affects your manifestation. Because in this case, how my son just came up to me, and or was interrupting the video, that changed my vibration. I went from positive to like, okay, I'm a little frustrated now that my son is here. So that's what I mean by how, it's very hard to manifest, right? So sometimes we got to manifest with faith. And by that, I mean, like, you give it to the universe, you give it to God. God, I really need a car. God, I want a house. Please, next year, I want a house. And just let it be. And you just let it manifest. You just let it, stew up or brew up. And later on, maybe a year or two, you're going to be like, oh, shoot, I kind of asked this a while back. And the reason why it was manifested, and the reason why it came, maybe sooner, or whatever X reason, whatever is because you left it on, your faith, right? You got to have faith. You have to have faith. If you're a human being, you have to have faith. If not in God, at least in yourself. You cannot roam around as an empty soul, right? There's a saying, or there's this phrase about, you know uh a broken, empty soul. uh the only thing it does is it searches or seeks fulfillment somewhere else, or it loses itself trying to find happiness, when honestly happiness, comes from here. And I said it before, and I know the message kind of gets re- repeated, but I feel like I have to repeat it to you, because you're gonna program it into your head. And next next thing is you're already thinking, hold on, my son is messing with my phone, give me a sec. Dang, I have the headphones, bro. He's just welcome to my life, y'all. That's my son right there. Very fiery Sagittarius. I can't be mad at him, because I'm just like him. Like, I'll just the way, well, not, I don't act like that, I don't cry like that, but I'll definitely, like, I'm always acting silly. I'm always, surprising him, or cracking jokes. And that's who I am. Like, I truly believe in the inner child. And so, like, I get along. Even him, sometimes he's like, damn, dad, like, what, stop. you know so yeah, so the universe wants you to release the negativity, right? Two swords, eight of swords, you're feeling stuck, and you're gonna, like, go against this manifestation, this opportunity that is that is happening. You want to say hi? No, that's my phone. You have your phone. Say hi. Say hi to the camera. Okay. Relax. Say hi to the camera, Papa. No, 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 no. You're acting funny. You need to speak. Okay, don't be doing that. Over there. Just go over there. Jeez, he's acting silly. So you have this reading, or this video is a failure. So if don't touch the camera. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have to, like. Don't touch the camera. Relax, okay? Just relax. So this video pretty much failed, y'all, but I feel like I just had to get in there. And the reason I don't have my chair is because he took the chair to the other room, and he was playing on it anyway. So I was like, I'll just do it standing up. So and I feel like I needed to get on the YouTube, because I miss you guys. But at the same time, like there's an opportunity here coming pretty soon, right? Please get out of this energy right here. Two of swords, and the eight of swords is unassertive energy. Like it's no. It's energy where or thoughts blocking pretty much your path, okay, because two of swords is very unsure on where to go, right? And you can say that when this opportunity gets here you don't know which way to go, or you feel like you cannot take that opportunity because there's other factors around you that prevent you from being successful, prevent you from like taking advantage of this opportunity, this blessing here. So you are telling yourself that although God is giving you this opportunity, you're not worthy of it. You hear that? Shoot. He's, he went outside to the other room. So do you understand that? Like when we pray, when we ask for blessings, opportunities, there's that saying that's it's kind of viral on social media. It's like, I pray to God, and I just need the opportunity. I pray to God for the opportunity, and God give me the opportunity, and I'll take care of the rest, right? Like I'll take care of. Ooh, bro, you're gonna break my table. It's a glass table. So your shirt is backwards, Chris. Don't take it off in front of the camera, bro. It's live. Shoot. Okay, so let's see what. Don't do that, please. Go do something. Go get something to the kitchen or something. I don't know. Go to the kitchen. No. Okay. Just stand right there, my boy. Just relax.
Lonjas.
Just relax. Yeah. Lonjas. Show me your lonjas then.
I don't know. Fuck lonjas.
Okay, so yeah, this is why it's difficult for me to have Chris with me and on the channel, because it's just constant. But we're getting to the it's okay, Papa.
Papa, you wish I just in lonjas?
Go. Just go. Okay, well then say hi if you want to say hi, because I know you're here because you want to talk. You want to talk to them.
Lonjas. I want to talk to them.
You're on live. Look, people are watching you, bro. I had to shave his little Papa. He's like, no, Dad, don't shave me. I want to have a beard. That's what he said. But I was like, you're a little too young to have a beard.
Bro, what the fuck?
Just relax.
Lonjas.
You want to say something to
Lonjas.
You want to say something to them?
Lonjas.
They're watching you, Chris. Are you okay? You not feel comfortable? Come on, get comfortable in front of the camera. Come on. Get in front of the camera. Come on, Papa. Okay, that's no. You're gonna knock the table over. Okay, never mind. So that's what that's pretty much the message that I wanted to give you guys, is that there's a blessing coming up for you. Okay, but don't and that kind of goes for me as well, not just you guys. This is a collective reading. This is a collective, pull. So it also, yeah, it's it's about me, and I'm like just about anybody. Sometimes I fear things. Sometimes the and not necessarily that I'm not worthy. It's just that I don't the okay, that's it, Papa. Just go have a seat. Thank you. Yeah, time out. It's not about not feeling worthy about it, or it's more of sometimes we get scared because we don't know if we're gonna be able to take upon the opportunity, or actually execute, or like lead, and with this opportunity that is being handed to us. So yeah, my son is he's a whole Sagittarius. The world. So this is these well, this opportunity here is a life-changing opportunity for y'all. So don't be scared. Um, like usually what I like to do, and a lot of people call me like a, I don't know, procrastinator, I guess. But ever since I was I don't know, ever since I was a child, I always took things, I let things unfold. And that gave me the image of me being lazy because, I didn't take up on the opportunity. Like I didn't, took action right away. But, I mean, everybody could be different, right? There's people that are always like working, there's people that are always like trying to take opportunities and, shooting their shot and like and stuff like that. But I've always been the type of person, and I know this since a child, is that I needed to take my time. I always knew who I was going to be and where I was going. It's just that I wasn't clear as a child. It's and the biggest strength that I have, I think, is just going with the flow. It's understanding that as much as you want to be successful in one thing, as much as you want to like manifest something in your life, you have to give it time. It has to like cook, it has to brew, it has to like there's gotta be things, patterns, and there's gotta be a time of thinking about what you're gonna do. Like if you're trying to manifest, and I'm being a little a little, I don't know, how do you say, like uh, maybe this is too much fantasy, right? Like it's dreamy, but maybe what's gonna happen if you do win the $1 million? Like just say that you're trying to manifest winning $1 million. What's going to happen with that? Do you understand the liability that it comes with having so much money? Money is power, and I said that before. And can you handle that much power? Are you gonna, is it gonna be a road to self-destruct? A road to even be one of the the negative statistics of the lottery, or people that winning a lot of money, is being broke, ending up dead, or ending up overdosed. It's like there's steps to even being successful. You want to make I think $100,000 a year is not that much anymore. Like you want to make what, $500,000 a year, then there's going to be there's consequences to that. There's a lot of energy to sustain that amount of cash flow, that amount of power. You got to understand. So when you manifest things like this, when you ask for $1 million, $1 billion, whatever, you also have to think about the consequences, the negativity that comes with that as well, and how you're gonna you know kind of work with that, right? Um, are you gonna start drinking again? Are you gonna go and party and throw money? Like that's already a bad sign, right? And I'm just being like, it's just a general message, right? It's just a general message. So, like even manifesting a home, it takes, money, and a home needs to be, there's got to be maintenance done, and pipes break, and windows break, and stuff happens, and fires and stuff like that. So there's other things that you have to think about and be ready for, so that's, you gotta, I don't know, what I'm trying to tell you is like, think about what you're trying to manifest and see it in the broad, like what comes with it, the negative side and the positive sides, right? The pros and the cons, and go with that, and address it and be ready for it. I think that's the best way to manifest, because if you're trying to manifest something that you really don't know how to handle, the universe is not gonna just hand it to you, because the universe doesn't want to, God doesn't want to see you um self-destruct, or God doesn't want to see you in a bad position where you're going to be like, oh, it wasn't a blessing, it was a, it was a curse for me to have that much money, because now people want me for the money, or now now that I don't have anything, nobody's. It's true that your friends go away once you're on your lowest point. The thing is that you were at your highest point, but you didn't even take care of yourself. What did you do? Sometimes it's about taking care of yourself, and it doesn't matter if you have $1 million in your bank account. Like that doesn't matter, because people have their own life, and they have their own perspective. So why are you so worried about what people are going to think about you? You got to take care of yourself, whether you have 1 cent or $1 billion in your bank account. What that's the biggest, one of the biggest issues that we have, is like we tend to like um worry about what other people are going to say. Like I was hesitant, because it's not even, I don't know what. So I have this thing right here. It's not a pimple or anything. It's just like I don't know. Uh, Anyways, and I was like, well, I don't care anymore. Like I really don't care. It's just me. And I think if you see me tomorrow, if you see me or even tonight or whatever, then this is me. So it's like whatever. But we get to that point where we're trying to set ourselves free, and to be able to set ourselves free from where we're at, if you're stuck, if you're have been in a cycle of overdoing things and just like you feel stuck, you feel like your life is not advancing, it's because maybe your negative mindset is holding you back. And the biggest um how do you say it, like how would I put it, it's not like the road to success. Well, kind of like part of being on the road to success is not having any limits or not overthinking the risks, because you take a shot and you just keep going. The more you think about, um if I go this way it might not work out, but how do you know that? Like how do you know that? Like do you not see? And this is another thing, and this is what one of the reasons why I came into the life today is because I was thinking about, today I was at work and I was like, I went to the doctor and I was at a doctor appointment because I got injured, and the doctor didn't want to talk to me anymore. The doctor was like, hey, that's it. We're gonna dismiss you. And I'm like, but I have constant pain, like I do recordings on the weekend. If you guys didn't know, I've been, helping out with, you know, I don't know, recording stuff with my camera, and it gets so much like so painful to hold the camera with my hand, and I'm like, it hurts, it just hurts, it's hurting more and more. And the doctor was like, well, yeah, everybody has pain, so we're gonna release you. So now I'm released. So it kind of frustrated me a little bit, but at the same time, I was like, okay, maybe this is a lesson. Maybe this is something that I have to like, you know, surpass or just or maybe just fight, maybe look, get a lawyer or something, I don't know. Anyways, and I was thinking, I was like, what is it, with us, or even with me, growing up, it's like what was it that kept me stuck, kept me from leading, or from being in front of the crowd, because I think that's been my calling, right? Like at least that's what I feel, and maybe not for you, but and I started thinking, I'm like, oh, so it all makes sense now, you need to learn to close the door, Papa. It all makes sense now. It's like this is why we have a sun sign, and this is why we have the moon sign, and then it all clicked. And maybe you guys already knew, but to me, like it clicked today, and I was like, I gotta let people know. But the moon is how we feel inside. So our perspective of us is only the inside. It's how nobody knows that but you. Like nobody knows that in the inner perspective but you, right? So, you know, when and the way we come out is the sun, right? So the sun sign, the moon sign. So people see us, like me, I'm a Leo sun. So people see me as a Leo. So I get attention or whatever, people, whatever, right? Whatever traits of the Leo, that's how they see me. But I don't act like the sun. I don't act like the Leo. I act like the moon. Inside, I feel like the moon. So I doubted myself so much throughout my childhood, throughout my, development and all, and all that, because I wasn't able to see me from an exterior perspective. Like I wasn't able to see me from a different perspective, from my friend's perspective, from my son's perspective. And to them, I've been lucky enough, or I've been, to the point where I've been a business owner, and people have told me like, oh yeah, you're really good at things you do. Anything you do, you're able to. And I think that's pretty much anybody's trait. Like some people are so good at like drawing, some people are so good at, I don't know, editing photos. I don't know. It's the minimal, it's like the smallest thing that you're gifted to be good at. And it's up to you to make that small thing and blow it out of proportion, because that's what you're good at. That's what your gift is. And nobody has that. Maybe a couple of people around you, but you're so much unique and different, you know? And you don't see that because you're inside of yourself. So you don't see how good you are, and you double think everything. And then I was thinking about that. I was like, man, this whole time people have been telling me, one of my ex-wives said, you're good at everything. Everything just comes to you. And I started thinking today, and I was like, man, and that's because I let things flow. It's because if there's plans that get canceled, or things that I can't finish up in time, is because I needed a little bit more time. And it just, the I had to stretch it. I had to stretch it to make it to where it'll be authentically mine, you know? So I don't stress about delays, and like if I don't get a raise this year, or if my YouTube is not taking off, or if I'm not getting enough money. I don't stress about that. I worry about what's going on in the present. And to me, what's most importantly right now, obviously money is, but is being content here. Because I said it before, when you're content in your heart, when you're happy, when you're full of joy and whatever, you just enjoy the present time, the rest follows. And when you enjoy the present time, you know that God is going to provide 100%. But the more you're thinking about, like, I'm not going to have enough for rent, or I'm not going to have enough, blah, 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 I'm not making enough, da, 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 the more friction you put on moving forward, on your journey, the more friction you put, because you want to stay in one place. And you don't understand this, because the more you say that it's difficult for you, is the more you implant yourself in that difficult path. You know what I mean? You stay on that path of difficulty, of worriness, of not having enough, like lack. And it's not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to be open, and don't be scared. Why are you so afraid? It's because you want to control everything. You want to control so much. And giving the universe the opportunity to help you in your journey, because I think we all have this path. And and I think I said it on another life, like life is it's a map, and there's different stops, right? And we're fated. It doesn't matter which turn you take. It doesn't matter if you go straight ahead. It doesn't matter if you're lost and you take, now you're backed up to like even further than the start. But you have to keep moving to where you're supposed to go. And I think putting faith on the universe, having faith on yourself, having, I don't know, um, having like man, mm, confidence in yourself, it goes a long way. I'm not saying to just, throw your hands up and leave it to God, like be like, oh, I'm not gonna go to court today. I'll leave it, but there's things you have to do, right? Like, you have to eat, you have to drink water. So there's things that we have to do. Anyways, so there is an opportunity here for you to get into a new cycle, and this could be a more abundant, coming up. And the world, to me, the world card, I've been reading tarot for I don't know how long. And um it's been a year that since I started the channel, but the world card pops out a lot around this time, near the end of the year, because a lot of people start saying, okay, you know this is how this year went. How is the next year gonna go? What am I gonna do? What is it that I didn't take advantage of this year, and I need to start next year, right? And you know here's the opportunity. So I think if you want to change your life in a drastic way, change the way you think, okay, even when things are not going your way, look into the positives, look into what you have. Okay, so even if like again, these are just random examples, but even if you get a flat tire, focus on the present, and is how you're gonna control the situation. Like, you're gonna call a tow truck. If you don't have money, you're gonna call someone to borrow some money. You're gonna ask for loan. Focus on what you're supposed to do, and don't focus on the negative, on the why does this happen to me, or why is it that just this happens, or I can never have a good day. I can never have a good week. This after this after this after this. What's next? And you're already setting up yourself for failures. Like take control of the situation first, positively. Like, be like, this is something that I have to do, and it's not just me. It happens to a lot of people. Some people lose their car, some people lose their home, which sucks, right? But we have to assess the situation. Okay, don't lose your your strength, or don't lose your manifesting ability because you start stressing out, and you know you start saying things, and you start believing things like nothing ever works out for you, because the more you say it to yourself, the more you're going to believe it, and it's going to go into the subconscious, and now you're not even thinking about it, but you're in the back of your head, you're already, oh yeah, I knew I wasn't going to get the position because when do I ever get anything, right? So yeah, so that's pretty much one of the messages that yeah, it's time. It's time for a lot of my followers here that been in my channel. I think it's time for you guys to change, to level up your life, and I want to be part of that. I want to help you, and if it's me just reminding you of how amazing you are, and how unique and how beautiful of a person you are in and out, whether you have issues, whether you have, you're battling depression, whether you're battling other addictions, is like, you're so unique and we need you here. So you have to fight. The fight gets harder because we need you here stronger. That's the only reason. No, the world is not against you. Sometimes you just go against the world, and going against the world creates chaos. Nobody's against you. People love you, but people cannot sustain you when you're in a low vibrational state. That shit, when you transmit low vibes, people don't like that. I don't like that. And as much as I want to help you, I try to block your energy because it's difficult. It's difficult. Nobody likes a person that vibrates low. So remember that. Remember that. And the fight is one itself, right? It's our fight. It's nobody's. It's not you're not We're not going to ask for your ex to come and apologize. We're not going to want mom and dad to come and bring us up. We're not going to wait for a brother and sister to like do something. We cannot do that. We got to erase that from our mentality, because as kids, yeah, we grew up crying and saying, I need help, help me, and the help will arrive. But now we're adults. We're responsible for our own happiness. We're responsible for our own gifts, and I don't know, financial wealth, and materialistic stuff that we have. So don't hate on somebody driving a nice ass Lambo. Why how come you don't have a Lambo? That's the question. Like, oh, that person thinks he's a shit because he's got this Mercedes, blah blah blah, but he's got, yeah, that's the banks. But I'm sure the person's credit is like through the roof. I'm sure they got a business. I'm sure they're doing more things than you are. So before you judge someone else, whether it's because whatever X reason they have so much, or they don't have enough, think about yourself before you open your mouth. Think about what you're doing. Okay. So let's not spread that negativity, and let's just focus in ourselves. It's a big message that I want to give you guys, because yeah, it's here. It's here. So, and I was saying that the world card here comes out for the end of year, because people try to do that list and plan out the year. And I'll be one of the first ones to tell you, like, as much as you plan things that you want to do through the year, they might not go as planned, but you have to be, you have to just go with the flow. Okay, don't create tension, just go with the flow. Do your best, put your best effort into it. Wake up and try to smile. First thing you do when you brush your teeth, smile to yourself and just be like, it's gonna be a good day, and just keep thinking positive. Another thing is, what I wanted to say is let's see. With the world card, I want to say that, yeah, at the end of the year and the start of the new year is definitely a cycle, right? And or a new chapter, you can say, right? Chapter 2023 of your life, right? To year 2023. But I think the actual cycle starts on your birthday. Like when you mature 1 year older, that's when you'll see the changes, or changes will start happening. Okay, I don't really focus that much on the year. It's more on the on your birthday, you know. That's where it counts, because sure, year is general, right? It's a general thing for everybody. It's, oh, it's a brand new year, blah blah blah. But you as a person, as a spiritual person, as you know, a being that is growing, evolving physically and spiritually, and opening your mind, and you know, exercising your gifts and stuff like that. I think every year, every birthday, that's when we evolve, and we keep evolving. And sometimes it takes 5 years. Sometimes there's chapters of 10 years, and some of you guys are about to cap that, and go into a whole new chapter where it's so much different. So let go of the fear. Let go of the fear. Okay. There's no need to blame anyone or anything. Um, and that's pretty much what I think I'm. Oh yeah. So I don't know if I shoot. So yeah. So it's the fact that we see ourselves as an inner person, we don't see where we're good at. Okay, but take notes of those who tell you you're good at you're good at leading, you're good at telling stories, you're good at I don't know, whatever it is that you do. Take note of that and exercise it and take advantage of the opportunity. That for you it might be flawless, for you it might be something that you don't even care about, but you're so good. And there's sometimes that's the opportunity. It's like it's you're gonna be it's gonna be like you're gonna be a natural doing that. So why not, you know, why not look into what people actually tell you're good at? Okay. So um so we have celebrate your wins. Come on. Might not we have that rooster. Um Celebrate your wins. And the rooster wakes up early morning, right? Is one of the I mean, I grew up in a farm. I grew up in Mexico, and we had animals, and is the first thing you hear in the morning is like that rooster just, you know, whatever what's it called? How anyways, number 49. Let's read it real quick
For me,
for you, Papa.
I'm fool.
Don't call me fool. Celebrate your wins. Essential meaning a time to list a couple. Ugh, hold on. Let me just clear my throat. A time to list accomplishments, allowing praise, feeling deep pride, knowing that you are deserving of positive attention. It's positive, right? A time to list accomplishments. So I know, with that cycle being here, with that world, you know, we tend to look at what we did and we didn't do, and that's what this card is kind of saying too, as well. So allowing praise, feeling deep pride, knowing that you are deserving of positive attention, and that's attention is everything nowadays. Like it doesn't matter if you didn't finish school, but if you have a crowd, if you have anything that you're good at and you draw attention, you can monetize that one way or the other.
Pay attention.
So there's people that do stuff on, I think you've seen it. There's YouTube channels that literally paint, and they don't even sell the paintings, but the channel creates money, right? There's always ways of monetizing your passion. So think of ways to monetize what you're passionate about, what you feel good doing. And that's the thing, is like one of the reasons why you're gonna be successful is because it fuels your soul. It's flawless. It's you 100%. shining. So don't be scared. Don't be scared. I'm scared. Well, sometimes I'm scared, but now it's like,
Un pedote.
like when people come up to me and tell me, "What do you do? What on YouTube? You're what?" And sometimes I feel weird because I talk about God and I channel stuff, and it's like, oh man, like a person that is not awake, right? A person that is lost in the matrix or whatever, is gonna say like, "What is this dude smoking?" Right? Because we all been through that, especially like somebody that is like a very, you know, one of them close-minded, highly religious person will be like, "Oh no, that is the devil's work." It's not that. I don't I believe on the light and the darkness that is in this available in this world, and you choose to move towards either. And regardless if you want to be in the light all the time, trust me, you're going to have your dark moments. There is no you without you having that shadow side. So when we make those mistakes, it's don't dwell about those mistakes. Sometimes they're costly. Sometimes it's gonna take us effort to correct those mistakes. But the most important thing is what we learn from making those mistakes. Because if you make a big mistake and you don't recognize what you're doing, and you're doing the destructive pattern, and you don't see that, then that's when we start hurting ourselves, right? But we also start hurting our surroundings. And it's not fair for you to be asking, nobody's there when I'm in my lowest point. Maybe because you're in a self-destructive path and nobody wants to be next to a live grenade. It's not about people around you, it's about you. Let's stop thinking about what people want to give you, what people want to offer you, and start thinking about what you offer to the world, what you offer to people, and don't ask for anything back. And the simple thing is that if you cannot help someone for whatever X reason, sometimes it's okay to step back and say, "Hey, I see you. I see your pain. I wish I can help you, but things get better," and you just walk away. Sometimes you don't have the money, but you give an apple.
Apple.
You
See?
and that's it. You do it out of your heart, and you don't expect anything back. Don't why? Why would you expect something back from doing something out of your heart? That means you're trying to control everything. You're saying, I'm gonna donate to this church, I'm gonna donate to this charity, I'm gonna donate to this person, I'm gonna go help that homeless, because if I help that homeless, I'm gonna get something in return. And it doesn't, don't worry about that. You're doing it, you're manifest, you're putting your energy out there in the wrong way. And that's something we don't need. There's people out there that are homeless and they are really suffering, and we don't need to like take advantage of their fall, right, by trying to gain something out of it, right? You help someone because you're human, and that could be you at one point, or maybe that was you at one point, and you just let it be. You just let it be. And that's it. You're beautiful in and out. You're not a bad person. Maybe you have addictions, and these addictions are taking over you. Think about that. Over drinking, drunk you is not you. High you is not you. Fucked up you is not you. That's not you. That's not who you are. You're lost. You're lost in this substance abuse, or you're lost in this negative world that you have created. And a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm fighting my demons." You're not fighting the demons. You keep feeding the demons. You keep feeding the demons because you create those demons. And that's one of the reasons why I say, you know what, when somebody tries to like, you know kind of like cover my light, or take my energy away, or witchcraft, or whatever people think it's happening, is like, no, no thanks. You cannot take my power away. But as soon as I say, okay, you did that to me, oh, someone put a hex on me, oh, okay, no wonder my life is so. No, 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 no. Stop linking to that. Stop linking stuff to that. And that's just my thought. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. But that's just my thought. So it's been working. It's been working for me. I don't, being in the face, or putting my face on YouTube, being in front of people, random people, that sometimes are not the best, people out there. They're battling their demons. It's not easy, but I'm here to shoot. Let them come at me. Let them come at me, and I'll fill their soul with nothing but light. And they're gonna only choose to just walk away from me. They're only gonna choose to just not entertain me because my light is so bright that oh, definitely get them out of that darkness, and they'll feel uncomfortable too, and that's because they're comfortable in the darkness. So that's something that you gotta think about too. Okay, who you are,
But what the fuck?
what's your vision of you in the future? Okay, it's time. It's time. It's time to
Wake up.
you heard it from my son, to wake up. It's time to wake up. So
Make it to your job.
yeah, so you can get a job. What else, Chris?
Eat.
And sleep. So you can relax and rest a little bit. Yeah. So
Pedos.
no farts, Bob. But yeah, that's the whole thing. Okay, so that's, I wanted to just stop by and let everybody know to
Papa.
get ready because
Papa.
we're about to change our lives, huh?
Qué pinche peor renuncia a las 5 a.m. Qué pinche peorrote, güey.
So yeah, that's what all I have to say for you guys, and you need to stop. And yeah, you guys have a good night. Don't worry about my son, he's like that. He's just so random.
I'm random?
Yeah.
No, I'm not random.
Yes, you are, Chris.
I'm not random.
You're random.
Yeah.
He's just being funny. He's being silly. All right, y'all. I gotta get ready so I can go to work tomorrow. It feels good me doing a video standing up. And it's
No,
freaking
que
hot.
vete ya, hombre.
Peace.
Ya para de bailar.
Ya para.